and gentlemen. I hope you can see me. So, I just got my kit in the mail and just got everything that's dishwasher safe through the dishwasher. So, it is Friday, and at my house on Fridays, we have pizza. I should say my kids and my husband have pizza. So first we're going to start off. I have like the old baking stone, and you can see like how brown that sucker is. So we're going to start off with a little bit of olive oil. And our refrigerated pizza crust. So I'm a pretty crunchy person, pretty healthy, pretty homemade. Hang on. But pizza is one of those things that it's a splurge at our house. So it just happens sometimes. And usually it's just the frozen kind. So we're going to take this dough. I've got some oil on there. We're going to get it nice and spread out. Kind of make it look a bit like a circle. Get it all on there. You can see how easily that's moving around. And we're going to get just a little bit more olive oil on there. And then that is going to pop in my oven at 400 degrees. And that's going to be in there for about 7 minutes. So, while that's happening, and I'm using the Farmer's Market pizza recipe from Pampered Chef. So we are going to take the grater and we're going to grate our Parmesan. So you can buy Parmesan from like the canned stuff, but it's just not the same. It is just not the same. You will appreciate. Try it once. Just try it once. All I'm asking. So I got this at Aldi, and it was like $2.50 for an 8-ounce, and all we need is 4. So I'm going to cut off about a 4-ounce section real fast, and then you can use the guard on there. I find it's just as fast to do this, and I just watch my fingers so that I don't cut myself. And like you see, it happens so fast. Let me turn this around so you can see like that mountain of Parmesan. I wish you could smell it because it smells amazing. So amazing. So we're gonna keep going. I'm almost there. I'm gonna turn it, it'll go a little bit faster. Okay, that's good enough. And we're just gonna dump that in my big mixing bowl. Okay. Now it says to get mozzarella and cheddar and grate those also, but I'm having a day. So, yeah, we're just flinging the rest in with the pre-shredded stuff. Because that's the thing about these recipes, guys, you don't have to follow them to a T. You can just do what makes you happy. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I don't measure stuff, guys. So about a thumb tip pinched in there is a teaspoon. And grab your small mix and scraper and just get it all mixed in there. You can see like that Parmesan is not going to want to mix in at first because it wants to stick together. Just give it a little love, toss it around, and you'll be good to go. Okay? So next up, we are going to take 1 small onion, and this is the coated utility knife, and it just, like you saw it just slices through stuff so fast, right? So we're going to pop this skin off, and all I'm going to do with this onion is quick quarters, and then I'm going to toss it in the manual food processor. Okay, so let me show you. On the bottom, it's got these it's got this rubber ring on it. Okay, so when I put it on there, I can't move it. It sits nice and still. Just drop those quarters in. You just want to make sure it's good and straight so that when you put the lid on, the lid engages it. Okay, and you'll know how to do the lock. And you see how fast it's dicing that up into teeny tiny pieces. Sorry, you probably can't hear me. You see how fast it's dicing it up into little tiny pieces. And boom. Our onion is done. So I'm going to grab that scraper again and just scrape it out. La la. And you know what I was supposed to do? So I was totally supposed to put the garlic in there with it. You just want 2 cloves of garlic. And if you just slice the bottom off the cloves, it makes them really easy to peel. And again, you gotta get that blade in there first to make sure it's all the way in. There's 1 clove. You'll find I kind of sing to myself as I do just about anything. It's just a Becca thing, I guess. 2 cloves of garlic in there. And again, just make sure that's good and seated. And then you can see all that garlic is teeny tiny, and we're just going to scrape that out again with the onions. And we're going to set it up one more time. So this recipe calls for a medium zucchini, and I'm pretty sure this is a honkin' zucchini. So we're going to do about half of it. And it says to cut it into small pieces. Oh. That is our our crust. Give me just a second. Okay. So I got those all in there. Again, you just want to make sure it sits on top. Now for the zucchini, we don't want it to be quite as small as the garlic and onion, so we won't hit it quite as many times. I like a little bit of chunk, a little bit of veg. So the neat thing is, I'm going to take this out. This also comes with a lid. So if I wanted to prep something, I could pop the lid on it and stick it in the freezer or refrigerator. My goodness. Okay, so that is all ready. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of mushrooms. Now mushrooms aren't a huge hit in my family, so we're only going to do them on a little bit of the pizza. But let me tell you, this knife just like slides through those mushrooms. And then we're going to take some tomato, because we're not putting tomato sauce on this. We're just going to put like some rings of tomato on there. And we want about 2 of these guys. It calls for plum tomatoes. Roma, we're at the grocery store, so I'm using Roma. And again, like, just watch how that slides through that tomato skin. I'm not bruising the tomatoes or anything. So now, all I have to do is just toss all of this. Here we go. Stuff moves around my kitchen all the time. Together. So give me a quick second, and I will bring the crust over. So you can see it got really big in the middle. We're just going to pop that down. We're going to do this kind of Chicago style. So we're going to get all that cheese on there first. Look at all that cheese. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is going to be amazing. And then we're going to pop those onions and that garlic on there next. Just kind of spread it around so it gets on there even. And there's a little chunk in there. We'll get that zucchini on there. And then those mushrooms. That's right, I said I was only going to do those on like one side, because my husband does not eat mushrooms. And the kids won't notice. And then our tomatoes. So like I said, there's no like tomato sauce on here, so we definitely want to spread those out nice and generous before we pop it back in. Okay. And then this will just go back in the oven for, let's see, what does it say? Another 15 minutes or so until it's nice and golden and everything is melty gooey. So I will post a picture in the comments when it's done. Thanks, guys.